my name is Alexis and today we are doing a playtime with the Too Faced Grand Hotel Cafe. It comes in this adorable little box and you take the roof off and then you open these little flaps and it has, normally you would have the three shadows, or three palettes in here I mean, and a little, Better Than Sex mascara, I forgot what it was called for a second. You also get a little booklet with some look ideas in case you weren't quite sure like what to do with these palettes, but what I did was I used 2 eyeshadows from each of the 3 palettes that comes in here to create my look for today. So if you want to see how I created this look and how I feel about the eyeshadows in these little palettes, then keep on watching. So I already have my base done, my brows done, and my eyes primed. I am going to point this out to you now, just in case you notice it. This eye is a little swollen. I don't know what's going on. I probably shouldn't be putting makeup on it, but I'm doing it anyways for you. So there's that. Let's get started. I'm gonna try and use at least one thing from every palette, but I don't really have a game plan in mind, so we'll see what happens. I do know, however, that I'm gonna start with, is it this one? Yes, I'm gonna start with the Eggnog palette and use the shade Skinny Latte right here as my transition color. Another thing too is these don't have mirrors. None of them have mirrors, so you gotta use your own mirror. So I'm gonna put that in and above my crease. I can smell the palette from here. I left it open on my desk and I could smell it. It smells so good. So just popping that right in there. I'm not gonna build it up too much, just a little bit of shadow. Just like that. For the lid, I'm going to go into the Gingerbread cookie palette and take the shade Winter Dream right here. So I'm just going to, if I could see what I was doing, press it on my lid. It's more like glittery rather than shadowy. I think I'm gonna have to use this wet. So I've sprayed it with some Fix Plus. See if that'll help. A little bit. Still not exactly what I would want out of it, but it's better than I was getting. I think with this you might have to use a glitter glue to really get the pigment out of it. Whoops. But I'm doing okay with the Fix Plus. I'm focusing it more on this outer like half because I'm going to put something else on the, or the inner half I mean. I don't know what I'm saying. Because I'm going to put something else on the outer half. So just like that. Next, for the outer corner, I'm going to take the Peppermint Mocha palette, which this one is probably my favorite out of all of them, like smell-wise. I also really love the color selection in here. So I'm going to take this shade right here called Sprinkles. And I'm going to put it right here on like that outer half, outer corner that we didn't put a lot of product on. And this is more of a shimmery shadow and not like pressed pigmenty kind of glitter like this shade was. So it's a lot easier to work with. So I'm just building that up to how I want it. Just like that. I want a little bit more something in the crease, so I'm going to go back to the Eggnog Latte palette and take this shade up here. I already forgot what it's called Iced Coffee. And I'm just going to put, I think, a little bit of that in the crease because I want to add a little bit of, it looks too plain in there. So I'm going to add something. And it's also going to kind of blend out these pinky purple shades I used. That's too much. Just blend it. Okay, so since I used 2 eyeshadows out of the Eggnog Latte palette, I'm going to put that off to the side so that I don't use another shadow from them. I need a shadow for the lower lash line and to highlight. So for the lower lash line, I'm going to take, let's add some Pop of Gold to the bottom. So I'm going to take Gingersnap from the Gingerbread Cookie palette. So this really pretty warm gold here. So right on the lower lash line. I think I'm going to have to build this color up a little bit. There we go. I have some fallout. It's mostly like shimmeries and not really a color. But just keep that in mind. You're gonna get, I have hair all over my face. What is going on? You're gonna get a little bit of shimmer fallout. I think it was specifically that Winter Dream shade, the shade that we put on the inner half. But it's not pigment, it's just shimmeries. So I have that on. So for the highlight shade, I'm gonna take the Peppermint Mocha and I'm gonna use Peppermint Cream, which is just a matte white. So right under the brow. Ooh, that's pigmented. Oh my. Oh dear. Just blend it. So that is all of the eyeshadow done. So I used 2 shades from each palette to create this look. So, excuse me, this does come with a, forgot to get it out of the box. It comes with a mini Better Than Sex mascara, the original formula, not the waterproof one that I really like, that I love actually. So I'm going to put some liner, I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm going to skip the liner. I'm not going to put it in my tie line or my waterline. So I'm just going to curl my lashes and apply this mascara. Okay, so that's the mascara on. This mascara is much more wet than the waterproof formula and a little bit clumpier. Like I worked the clumps out, but I was kind of surprised that I was getting clumps to begin with. So there's that. Not sure I like this one nearly as much as I like my waterproof one. So that's that. These palettes also have 2 of them. This one and this one have blushes, and then this one has a bronzer. So I'm going to use the bronzer first. So from the Gingerbread Cookie palette, it is called Gingerbread, of course, because why would it be called anything else? That was silly of me to think it would be called something else. It does look like it has a little bit of like a satin, maybe even actual shimmer. It's not matte like the Chocolate Soleil is. So I'm just gonna work this on where I would normally put some bronzer. It is a nice color. It's not too warm. I think it's a little bit warmer than Chocolate Soleil. But again, not too warm. And the shininess that it has in the pan doesn't really translate to the skin. It looks really natural. So for blush, I'm only going to use one of the blushes. The one that's in the Peppermint Mocha palette is like pink. And then the one that's in the Eggnog Latte palette is more peach. I have a lot of like pinks and purples going on the eyes. So I think I'm going to go with the Peppermint Mocha shade, and that's called Santa Baby. Just one tap. Tap that off. And then put it on. Oh, forgot there's no mirror there. I'm looking to see what it looks like and I can't see it. There we go. A little bit of color, not too much. But you definitely have to tap it off. So super pigmented. You know I love their Love Flush blushes. Those have great pigmentation. So there is that. So that's it for the palette. I'm just going to apply my regular highlighter, Becca Moonstone, just to finish off the face real quick. But other than that, as you can see, you can get a full eye and cheek look out of here. So if you're someone who doesn't contour, don't have to worry about that. I didn't contour today just because I don't feel like it. But I'm up for some highlight, so just put some highlight on if you're up for it. Don't forget to keep it though. I think I'm going to do a bold lip because why not? This is also from Too Faced. This is the Melted Matte in It's Happening. What's happening? I don't know. I haven't used this before. Whew. Very bright. Very bright. I'm a little afraid, but I like the tones in the eyes, so why not do like a hot pink lip to go with it? Perfect! Lip's so bright, but I like it. So here's the finished look. I liked the shades in here. Just those like, and you can tell when you open the palette like which ones they are. These like pressed, like the Eggnog Latte has one called Cold Brew. They're like pressed glitter pigment things. I'm not even sure how to describe them, but like I said, I used Winter Dream, and this just, you have to use them wet or maybe with some kind of glitter glue underneath them to really get the pigment out of them to make them look really strong. But other than that, the Too Faced eyeshadow formula is great. The mattes are really great. The shimmer shades are really great. It's just those weird formulated shades that you've got to spend a little extra time and care with. But I really like how this look turned out. I mean, you could definitely do nude lip with this too if you wanted to. Like, you could use the Melted Matte in, what is it called? Sellout is the shade I was thinking of. You could use that. It's more of like a brownie nude, or like a regular, like plain, nothing kind of lip color with this kind of eye look. But I really like how this turned out. So I definitely would suggest picking these up if you are interested. Like I said, just those other, there's only like 2 of them in here, but they need a little extra love and care, but they're great eyeshadows, and I really like the formula, and they blended really well. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. All the links to my social media will be down in the description, so check me out there. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys again soon. Bye!